Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Asli Analytics. Today we have our mock interview lined up for Chinmaya, and this mock interview is around, let's say, the screening round for Rapido, where we will be judging him on the SQL capabilities. Okay, so just a brief about Chinmaya. Chinmaya is currently working with Infosys as a consultant, and he's also part of my analytics interview prep cohort one. And this mock interview, let's try to see how does he perform and how does his interview go. Hey Chinmaya, welcome to our
Hi.
channel Analytics. Hope you are all set for the interview.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Okay. Okay. So this is how it will go, right? Chinmaya, we'll share you the Word doc. It will contain SQL questions which we'll give you, and you have to write your query and explain your solution. Okay? That's how it will happen. So help me understand when you can see my screen. Okay? Once you are on the screen. Are you?
Yeah, I have yeah.
So Chinmaya, here's the first question. So the question is, we are given with a sales table. It contains sales date, customer ID, item ID, and sales amount. What we want is for the month of February, for each customer, the number of days between their first purchase and second purchase in that month, right? So for February month, let's say for 2024 for clarity, I want for each customer the day difference between their first and second purchase date.
Okay. Uh, so Gaurav, one doubt. So the sales data is only for the month of February, or like we have other months as well here? The
Let's
sales data.
let's say you can filter out this data for the month of February. It is available for all days.
Okay.
Month of February and year 2024.
Okay. Okay. Should I tell my approach then start writing the code, or like how does?
Yeah, you can share your approach. You can just write a pseudocode at first, or and then maybe you can write the query afterwards.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. So you will first filter for the mentioned time frame. Let's say
yeah.
2024. Done.
Time frame. Then what I would do is I would take a dense rank
Use dense rank. Okay.
um, on each customer ID.
On each customer ID. Okay.
Yeah. Order by sales date.
Hmm.
So I hope that each customer had done only one specific purchase on a sales date.
Very good question.
That
Yeah. So assume here that this date that you have, right, is at
Mhm.
timestamp level. So you just don't have the date, it also contains timestamp attached to it. But at the same time, one customer
Mhm.
can make multiple orders during that day, right? But that will be tagged through uh, a different date, right? So yeah.
So no, I sorry, I didn't get you.
Let me
So
repeat it, right? Let me repeat it.
yeah,
So every customer ID that you see has only one date attached to it, right? That day only it's available. So you will
yeah,
not
yeah,
see
yeah.
repetition. That is the data.
Okay. So my understanding is that each customer ID will be making only one purchase on each sales date, right?
This is the aggregated data, yes. So you will only have one
Okay.
date for that particular customer ID, right? It will.
Huh. In that case, then I can use row number as well.
Okay.
So, I mean, either dense rank or row number, it doesn't, or even rank for that matter, doesn't make difference.
Perfect.
So, so I'll partition the customer ID, and so then post that I'll get the ranks for all the things, and I'll filter out the ranks. I'll only take rank one and rank two.
Okay.
I'll filter out on that basis. and I'll take the basically the difference for each customer ID. Like I'll group by basically
How will you take the difference of? So you'll take the difference of customer ID, or you'll take the difference of date?
date.
You'll take the difference of date. Okay. How you will calculate
So
the date difference?
maybe I can use, so here it will be a lead, I guess, I suppose. I'll take a lead. I'll get the next sales date in my
Perfect.
column.
Perfect.
Then I'll take the difference between the current sales date and the next date. I mean, the lead is the next date.
Perfect.
Uh, I'll take the difference
Hmm.
and I will filter out wherever the next date is null.
Wherever the next date is null.
Null. So
Okay.
that I'll not have the second date, whichever is coming for each customer ID. I'll basically remove that out.
Hmm. Perfect.
And now I can take this is my approach.
Hmm.
Should I,
Yeah. This is perfect, right? Now try to write the code.
yeah. So, I'll be using MySQL syntaxes for writing the code. Yes, very cool. Let me write it down. Else what?
So tell me in the second CT that you've written, CT2,
Yeah.
will there be any difference whether you write order by sales date in the lead clause that you've written, right? Or you don't write order by sales date? You've written lead of sales date, comma 1 over partition by customer ID, order by sales date.
Yeah.
So if you write order by sales date or if you don't write order by sales date, will there be any difference?
It might be different because let's say I mean, I wanted to know the difference between the first purchase and the second purchase, right?
Hmm.
I mean, so it can be that uh, I mean, it doesn't really because I don't have what needs to be I just need an absolute difference, right? So it really doesn't.
Okay,
So
write the query then. We can continue writing the query. I think great. I think you've written it fairly well. I think you'll write the where clause also.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Where it could also be rank is equal to one, or it could be null, whatever condition you want. Both will work fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I think Chinmay, you've got this question pretty nicely. We'll try to move to the next question. Now,
Mhm.
before this question, I want you to try this one, right? Let's try the third one first. Given, let's say,
The
employee table.
sorry.
Are you
So
writing
this
this
one.
question? The third
No, no.
question.
Sorry, I was not on your screen. Sorry. Yeah.
You are on the third question now, right? So,
Okay.
given a table employee, right? It contains employee name, department ID, and salary. What I want you to calculate is for a particular department ID, let's say 1 to 1, I want you to calculate the percentage of salary that comes from this department.
Okay. So the table is like employee name, department ID, and salary.
Right.
So for a particular department ID 1 to 1, I
Hmm.
need to know what percentage of salary that comes from.
What is the percentage of salary of that department as a whole, right? Percentage in terms of the whole.
Okay. 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 Just let me think for a minute.
Yeah, take your time. So ideally, it is the total salary of department 1 to 1 divided by the total salary, right?
Okay. Total. I mean the complete salary of the
All
all the
employees.
employees. Yeah.
Right. Think try with the pseudocode. Don't worry
Yeah.
writing the query.
Yeah. 1 minute.
Yeah.
So first I would like to approach this with I will try to find each department ID. I'll go by on department ID and find the sum of salaries.
Okay.
That is my first step.
Okay.
Post that, what I'll do is I'll take a basically a running sum. I
Hmm.
mean, see, I wanted to know the complete. I'll try to find. I mean, make other column where all the department IDs wise. I'll get the total sum of salaries.
Hmm. Total sum of salary is department wise.
I mean, not department wise, like basically a running sum.
Okay.
Uh,
What will happen with running sum? So you need total sum, right?
yeah, that I mean,
Total
so
salary.
I'll not basically partition by on department ID, but I'll take a. I mean, I'm telling you, the approach is I'll find out the department wise sum of salaries.
Hmm.
Post that, I need to know the total salary as well as in one column, so that
Mhm.
I have to divide both of that to get my percentage of salary,
Perfect.
right? So for that, I would try to basically, write sum of salary. Or I mean, I'll not partition by. I'll just write sum of salary or order by department ID, something like that.
Okay.
So
Now,
it will get the total sum of salaries. I mean,
okay.
basically, it's not. It will. I mean, although I'm writing a window function, but it will give me all the department IDs salary, so that I can actually take that in other column and I basically divide and get my answer.
Try writing the full query now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me stop you here. Okay. So what you've written at the first query, first city one, right? That is fine, right? At every department level, you know the total department salary. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, how can you calculate total salary? Don't use what you've used as the base, right? Just think in general, if the question was you need to find the total salary, how will you get the total salary?
Uh, I can get from the sum of
Sum,
salary from the
sum of
sorry,
salary.
from EMP table.
Perfect.
EMP table I'll get. I mean, I was thinking of this approach as well. Post this. What I can do is I can basically select star from CTE1. I can do an inner join
Or
CTE2 on
just
one
after total salary that you've written in your first CT, you don't need to write any CTs. Just after total salary, just put a comma and write this uh, query that
sum
you
of
did for CT2, right? Sum of total salary, some salary. That
yeah,
will give you the total salary. Done. You can just
yeah,
divide it in the next part.
yes,
Okay. What you are
yeah,
saying for sum over without using any partition by, that will work, right? But you are unnecessarily creating a CT2, which is not needed for that.
yeah, yeah, understood. Yeah,
Understood?
yeah, yeah,
Fair enough. I think you were able to do this question as well. Now let's try to jump on to the second question. Okay. Quite
yeah,
similar question. If you understand, in question number two, you are given a table ID and revenue. Okay.
yeah.
What I want
Okay,
from you is, can you do two things? One,
okay.
give me the cumulative sum. So for ID 1, 10, it will ideally give you 1 comma 10 comma 10, right? For ID 2, it will give you 10 plus 20, which is 30. At the same time, I want you to calculate the total revenue. So I need two columns, cumulative sum column and total revenue column. So can you write the query such that I get the two columns? I get all the four columns ideally in my output.
So ideally, uh, so it is based on
So you have one input table, let's say sales data, which is ID and revenue. From that, I want you to calculate two columns,
okay, the cumulative. Okay,
cumulative
okay,
sum
got
and total revenue. So total revenue is
a total value. Okay, yeah,
summation of all revenues. Okay.
yeah,
Can you try?
yeah.
Quite
So
similar to what you. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Ask if you have any question.
no, no, I just need to write the code or like do you want me to write the pseudocode?
No, just write the query. How do you get total revenue?
I'll do a sum of revenue on the complete table.
Huh? The way we
Sorry,
the way we used in the last query, right?
yeah,
Now you can't use that, let's say, for this query. You were suggesting some other approach in the previous question, right? Can you try with that?
okay.
Sum of revenue over. Yeah. What after that?
Order by
Order by.
rating.
Hmm. Will this work? Or what will order by ID do?
It'll take the
So it will order by ID ascending.
I,
So for ID
I
ascending one, which is one, ID one, right?
yeah,
Try to
yeah,
find everything above it. It will not find anything. For ID two, it will do the same thing. So it will give you the cumulative sum.
yes, yes, yes.
What you should, yes, you should not add anything, right? Just sum
Yes,
over,
yes, 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 yes. Sum of revenue over.
sum of revenue over. That is what you were trying
Yeah.
to say in the previous
Yes,
question.
yes. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
Just one. Yeah.
Great. I think you were able to do that. Just on the feedback part, right, Chinmaya?
Yeah.
I think pretty good with the way you explained with the with your logic and pseudocode. I think you asked the right set of questions. That was pretty logical. I think this the way you've written pseudocode, it is perfectly fine. I think the way if you explain it to the end interview, it will be uh, pretty great. Okay. Now, while you were writing this question, I felt you were kind of confused, while you were thinking or while you were trying to approach, right? So try to be a little more clear with whatever is coming to your mind
Okay.
before you share your pseudocode approach. Maybe that would be a little better. Other
Okay.
than that, I think you were able to understand, okay, what you were trying to do. The way you were writing it initially with too many cities, that was unnecessary, right? You could just simply avoid it. So if
Yes, yes.
a little more, then
Uh,
you try to jump onto that solution.
uh,
But
sure.
irrespective of that, you were able to think, you were able to understand what the question is and what is the requirement. So full marks on that. So it worked. Same thing on this question, right? Again, I think where you were trying, I think you were getting confused with the syntax between sum
Yeah,
over
yeah.
order by. So the ideal answer is you don't even need to have this between unbounding preceding or something, right? Rows
Yes, yes.
order by ID will work for this case, right? You don't need anything.
Yes.
That is good enough. That is good enough for cumulative sum. Okay.
Yes, yes.
For
Got
some
it.
revenue, there were two ways. One way was either you do this calculation that we've done here, just add this sum of total, whatever it is, right? You could do,
Yes, yes.
or you could do some revenue. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So perfect. Yeah, good. I think if this is the interview, I would definitely take you for the next round. Okay. So
Okay.
really nice. I think what your approach is that you think out loud, right? Continue with that. That is quite good. Okay. Any questions?
No, no, nothing. Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Cool. Thanks, Chinmaya, for this mock interview. Let's try to see you for a different mock interview with a little more problem solving case study part on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure.
ठीक है ठीक है यार
Yeah.
इट वाज pretty decent ठीक है the way I've said it वो जो थर्ड क्वेश्चन था because that was
Uh-huh.
a relatively newer question for you
Yes.
उसके पहले वाले दोनों क्वेश्चन सिमिलर क्वेश्चन यू हैड सॉल्व तो उस थर्ड क्वेश्चन में व्हाट यू कैन डू इज जैसे कुछ भी नया आ रहा है कुछ भी नया आ रहा है ठीक है टेक अ लिटिल मोर टाइम टू थिंक एंड डोंट जंप so you
Mm.
were jumping, okay? And the way you were explaining it, it showed a contrasting difference between the first one and the last one. So felt like ये पता है आपको और ये आपको नहीं पता है तो आप कुछ ज्यादा बोलने की कोशिश कर रहे हो तो टेक योर टाइम एंड द बेस्ट वे इज प्लॉट ड्रॉ करो उसको EMP1 EMP2 EMP3 जो भी दो तीन आईडीज है उसके बाद देखो क्या बोल रहे हो तो वो
Mm.
ज्यादा सोल्यूशन होगा ठीक है टेक योर टाइम कोई दिक्कत नहीं है दो क्वेश्चन सही
Okay.
करे, वो फेयर इनफ है तीसरा में जानबूझ के टेबल नहीं बनाई है बिकॉज वो चाहता है इंटरव्यूअर कि आपको टाइम लेके वो उसको सोचो ठीक है रैंडमली आंसर मत दो बस वही एक ट्रिक है और कुछ नहीं है वहां
Mm.
पे बट हाँ अगर ये इस तरह से द वे यू आर डूइंग इट आई थिंक यू विल बी प्रिटी इजीली एबल टू गो टू द नेक्स्ट राउंड फॉर रैपिडो कुछ मुझे नहीं लगता कोई दिक्कत होगी SQL में आई थिंक यू हैव अ प्रिटी सॉलिड अंडरस्टैंडिंग सिंटेक्स में थोड़ी बड़ी गलती मत करो ठीक है
Okay.
अगर वो डाउट हो रहा है ना कि आईडी रो प्रीसीडिंग लिखना है नहीं लिखना है ऑर्डर बाय आईडी लगाना चाहिए नहीं लगाना चाहिए वो लगाना चाहिए ऑर्डर बाय आपको क्यों लगाना चाहिए वो आईडी अगर आप लगा रहे हो इसका मतलब उसको डिफाइन कर रहे हो कि उसके ऊपर के जितना भी आप सम कर लो
हाँ, okay.
ठीक है तो वो छोटे मोटे जो क्वेश्चन है वो थोड़ा सा बस हल्का सा अंडरस्टैंडिंग पाइथन के लिए जिनमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ बेसिक जैसे कि मैंने पूछा कि भाई फिल्टरिंग कैसे करते हैं तो
Uh,
फिल्टरिंग क्या होती है भाई फिल्टरिंग कैसे करोगे ठीक है ज्वाइन अगर करना है तो मर्ज फंक्शन यूज होता है वो बेसिक, बस उतना ही बेसिक है, और एट मैक्स लेट्स से कुछ ऐसा पूछा जो नहीं बन रहा है, तो बी प्रिटी सिंपल कि यार आई हैव बीन ए लिटिल यू नो रस्टी विद पाइथन, लास्ट ऑलमोस्ट 9 महीने से पाइथन बिल्कुल नहीं किया है, तो इफ आई गेट टाइम आई विल डेफिनेटली बी एबल टू डू इट, राइट, बिकॉज यू हैव अ सॉलिड अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ एसक्यूएल, राइट, दैट इज योर स्ट्रेंथ। तो जो एसक्यूएल का क्वेश्चन आएगा उसको अच्छे से कर दो, अगर वो
ओके
अच्छे से हो, फिर ये सॉर्ट है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा। ठीक है, फिर केस
ओके
स्टडी राउंड आगे का देखते हैं, वो जब भी होगा वो बताना, फिर अपन उसकी तैयारी कर लेंगे। ठीक है सर,
ओके
चलो।
या थैंक्स।